Thank you, Michael Moore. So what changes are necessary? Before we can live in a just and peaceful nation without torture and assassinations and empire and poverty. Professor Kuzmarov, and I told him I would summarize his speech, I'm continuing that. Professor Kuzmarov mentioned several essentials about which you are all familiar. And all of them, and all of our ideas possess hope because they are all underway by people like us and others in the justice and peace and ecology movement. He suggests an independent third party, the end of the U.S. empire and its permanent wars, a drastic reduction in military and militarism, conversion from militarized to a civilian economy, from wars to schools to healthcare to mass transit, conversion from fossil fuel energy to solar and wind. And this he calls the New Green Deal. And we need a New Deal, totally. And I know that he would have included many other ideas that are on your mind had he thought he had time. The restoration of Congress for the people instead of money for a few ought to be on the list, don't you think? And this means the overturn of the Supreme Court corporate personhood ruling, which we're going to hear about a little bit more in a moment from Abel. And one more thing he urges: the chastising and punishing of the unindicted perpetrators of state crimes, Mr. Bush, Mr. Cheney, Mr. Rumsfeld, Mr. Yu, Mr. Addington, and the list goes on and on and on of people who have committed war crimes. It's demoralizing. We feel, everyone here who's here, you're here because it is demoralizing to the public to live in a country in which people in high places commit serious crimes with impunity. We might not want prosecution and imprisonment of these criminals, but Bishop Tutu's Truth Commission in South Africa showed us the way, witnessed for justice. And we're witnessing today for a government and a society dedicated to the common good, that our lives and the lives of all should be better. And our being here is a common action, taking action for the common good. I'm saying what I feel is in your heart, and so I'm going to cut that short before my voice cuts it short. But just one more word about cynicism. We're here today partly because we are not cynics. We don't believe all people are selfish or hypocritical or stupid or cruel. The worst thing about cynicism is it's hopeless. It's hopelessness. It's a buffer against social commitment. If everybody is screwed up, then there's not anything we can do. A cynic doesn't believe in that any change is possible. What you and I are, and I think it every morning when I get up, we're skeptics. We're skeptics of abusers of power. And this we are proud of, I'm sure. And we may be pessimists too, and that's a good thing too. So let's say again, no, hold this. Let's let Abel have